Ayushi Baraskar, and today we discuss about the genetics unit first. Unit first is introduction to genetics. So first discuss about the definition of genetics. Genetics is the branch of biology that studies heredity and variation in living organisms. In simple terms, genetics is the science of how traits and characteristics are passed from parents to offspring through genes. Okay? It means genetics is the branch of biology that studies heredity and variation in living organisms. In simple terms, genetics is the science. It means genetics is the science of how traits and characteristics are passed from parents to offspring through genes. Okay. Then now we discuss about the role of nurse in genetics. In this, first collect and record detailed family health histories. Okay. In this, we collect the record and detailed family health histories. Okay, then next identify individuals or families at risk for genetic disorders, then provide information about genetics, hereditary diseases and genetic testing. Okay, so we provide the information about the genetics, hereditary disease and genetic testing, then explain test procedures and result in simple languages. We can explain the test procedures to the patients and tell about the results in simple languages. Then counseling and support, then refer patients to genetic counselors or specialists when needed. Then protect patients' right and ensure informed consent before testing. Then ethical and legal responsibilities. Then we discuss about the definition of genes. So what is the gene? A gene is the basic unit of heredity that carries the information for the development, functioning and transmission of traits from parents to offspring. Okay, it means a gene is the basic unit of heredity that carries the information for the development, functioning and transmission of traits from parents to offspring. Okay, then we discuss the characteristic determined by genes. Okay, so each and every trait of an individual is determined by genes. Okay, each and every trait of an individual is determined by the genes. Genes decide the characteristic of an individual. Okay, so our genes are decided to the characteristic of an individual like height, eye, color, blood group, immunity or genetic diseases. Okay, it means our genes are decided to our characteristic just like height, eye, color, blood group, immunity and genetic diseases. Okay, so then we discuss about the chromosomes. What is the chromosome? Chromosomes are thread-like structures found in the nucleus of cells that contain the genetic material organized as tightly coiled DNA and proteins. Okay, what is the chromosome? Chromosome are thread-like structure that found in the nucleus of cells that contain the genetic material and organized as tightly coiled DNA and protein. Just like we see in the diagram of the chromosomes. Okay, there are different types of chromosomes. In center, centromere, then corner of the telomere, then chromatide, short arm and long arm. Okay, now chromosomes in humans. In numbers, humans have 23rd pair of chromosomes. It means total 46 chromosomes are present in the human body and pairs are 23 pairs of chromosomes. Okay. Then types. There are two types of chromosomes. First is autosomes and second is sex chromosomes. First is autosomes, 22 pair of numbered chromosomes that are identical in both males and females. Okay, 22 pair of numbered chromosomes, which means that are identical in both males and females, which means they are present in both males and females. Okay, then sex chromosomes, the 23rd pair which determine sex. Okay, it means 22 pair of chromosomes are autosomes and the last 23rd pair they determine the sex. Females have two X chromosomes and males have one X and one Y chromosomes. Okay, females have two XX chromosomes and males have one X and one Y chromosomes. Then we discuss about the mutation. What is mutation? A mutation is a permanent change or alteration in the DNA sequence of gene or chromosomes that may affect the structure or function of a protein. Okay, it means a mutation is a permanent change or alteration in the DNA sequence of gene or chromosomes that may affect the structure or function of a protein. Okay, function of protein and lead to variation in traits or genetic disorders. Okay, which means mutation is a permanent change or alteration in DNA sequence of gene or chromosomes that may affect the structure or function of protein. Okay, then types of mutation, there are four types. First, inversion; second, translocation; third, deletion; and fourth, duplication. The first is inversion. A segment of a chromosome is reversed end to end. Okay, then second, translocation. A segment of one chromosome is transferred to another chromosome. Then third is deletion. A portion of a chromosome is lost. Then fourth, duplication. A portion of a chromosome is repeated. Okay. Then other classification, in first, germline or somatic mutation. It means mutation can occur in the germline cells. Germline cells means sperm and egg and be inherited by offspring. Or they can occur in somatic cells, which means body cells, and not be passed on. Then aneuploidy, an abnormal number of chromosomes is present. Example including monosomy, one missing chromosome, and trisomy, one extra chromosome. Okay, so today we discuss about the genetics unit first. In this first, introduction to genetics. In this, definition of genetics and role of nurse in genetics. Then definition of gene. Then we discuss about the characteristics determined by genes. Then chromosomes in humans. Then mutation and types of mutation and other classification of mutation. Okay, thank you.